Hey there, this is Matteo from Connecting Software, and today I will be showing you how to install our new drag and drop with Metadata add-on for Dynamics 365. So let's get right into it. We begin our journey on our SharePoint site. We will be creating the terms that we will use for our metadata fields later. So click on the settings cog on the top right of the page, and then find Site Contents. Once we're here, we will click on Site Settings, and find Site Content Types under Web Designer Galleries here. Next we will click on Term Store on the left, then click on Add Term Group, and now give your group a name. Now we can add some term sets and terms below those. And once that's all set up, we can go back to our SharePoint homepage. Head over to your site contents, go to where you want your metadata. I want it within my accounts. I'll select an account. Then we can add a column up here. And for the data type, we will select Manage Metadata. Click Next, and I'll give your column a name. Under Term Set, we will click Select and find the term set that we have just created. Click Save, and repeat for all the columns that you need. Once our metadata columns are set up, we can head over to the Azure homepage. Here we're looking for app registrations. Then new registration. Now we'll give our app a name. This is my drag and drop app, so I will name it that. Here we will select multi-tenant, and redirect URI we will choose web. And here we'll put the URL of our dynamic CRM environment, including the main.aspx. Then we can register our app. Next we'll head over to authentication and check access tokens as well as ID tokens. Hit save. Then we will see this warning about implicit grant settings. Click it. Check the URL and click configure. We're then going to head over to API permissions where we will add a new permission. Look for dynamic CRM. Check user impersonation and add it. Add another permission. Look for SharePoint. Delegated permissions, all sites, then all sites.read and all sites.write. Look for term store and term store.read all. Then add those permissions and grant admin consent. Once that's done, we're going to want to record two important IDs. The first will be our application ID here. So let's enter that into a notepad for later. Next, we will head over to CRM again and click the settings cog in the top and advanced settings. Then go to the settings drop down here and click document management and click SharePoint sites. And then on your default site, this will open a new window. We need something from the URL of this window. So if we head to the end of this URL, we will see an ID. This is our SharePoint ID and we need to record it for later use. Let's add this to our notepad. Next, let's head into Power Apps. Here we will install our add-on. Click on Solutions and import solution up here. Browse to the file that we shared with you and open it. Click Next. And then import. Then click into the default solution. Next we will search for SharePoint and look for SharePoint document, expand it and click views. Click into all SharePoint document. We'll be making a copy so that we can edit non-destructively, so click on Save As and give it a new name. Then save it. Now let's add a new table column. These will be the metadata columns in SharePoint. Take the name of the column and append an underscore and the number 0 to the name and save it. We'll repeat this for each column of metadata that we would like to add. After that's done, we can save and publish. When it's done saving and published, we'll head back to the solutions. Default solution, and this time look for account. Expand it and click on Forms. Then Account. Once this loads, we will head over to the Components menu here on the left. Here we will add a new tab on the top menu where our drag and drop will live. Let's give it a name. Now we can head over here and select a subgrid, which we will drag onto the page. In this menu, we will check Show Related Records and look for Documents Regarding and select the view that we've just created. Then click Done. Let's give it a slightly better name. Scroll all the way down and expand Components, then add Component. If you do not see the drag and drop component here, click on Get More Components and it should appear within that menu. Click the drag and drop component. Now we will need that information that we were saving earlier. In the first box, we will add the client ID, and in the second, we will add our SharePoint ID. Click Done. We can now save and publish this form. So let's head back to Azure and create a new app. This will be for Replicator. Let's make it multi-tenant, select web and paste in this URL. We will link it below in the description. Next, for API permissions, we will add a new permission and look for Dynamic CRM. Add the user impersonation permission. Then head over to certificates and secrets and generate a new secret. This is necessary for setting up Replicator. Copy the secret value, not the ID, and we are ready to head over to Replicator. Within Replicator, we're going to paste our secret since we've just generated it, and then we can go ahead and paste the application ID and the directory ID in. We can get these from the app overview in Azure. Finally, we can paste in the site address of our dynamic CRM, click Authorize, and follow my steps. If the authorization is successful, we can test the connection. Good, we can head over to the next step. Here we can see a very similar setup screen, but most of our information is already populated. We just need to add the SharePoint site that our CRM is linked to in the top box. Again, we will authorize and test the connection. Then click Next. Our setup is almost complete. Click Finish, and then find the Structure Creator button within our configuration. From here, we will just need to enable Structure Creator. Once that's enabled, we're all done. Let's head back to the CRM to test it. So we've set this up for accounts, so we will navigate there and choose a random account. Let's head over to our drag and drop tab and wait for it to load. And we can see that it's loaded up. That means we did everything correctly. Let's drag a file into it. Nice, we can see that the file is uploaded successfully. Let's try to edit the metadata. Select the file and click the Edit Metadata button. And we should now see the columns that we've added from SharePoint, along with the terms that were pre-existing for these columns. And there it is, metadata editing right within CRM. We can go to the original location of the file and see that the changes have reflected here as well. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.